Okay, yes, good afternoon, class. I hope that you all are doing fine. Yes. So, today we are going to start with something new and interesting. I hope that you will like it. Okay, so we will start with the case study class. So, for example, just like suppose yourself that you are a student in LPU. Okay, it's Lovely Professional University. You have completed your studies till graduation. I know right now you are in 11th and 12th, but suppose yourself that you have completed your graduation from a local college and schooling from a government school, right? So you have went to a government school for schooling, and for graduation you went to a local college, right? You want to become an engineer, you have taken the admission in BTech. Okay, so what you have done from LPU, you have done BTech. Okay, that is generally for the engineers. Your teachers are asking to give presentations in English language only. So what your teacher is saying, they are saying that you have to give like presentations or whatever ppts you have prepared, you have to speak them in English. Okay, we present them in English. You can understand and write English, but you are not fluent in speaking. This is affecting your marks and overall grades. So what is happening is that your communication skills of English are basically disturbing, or I would say is becoming an obstacle in gaining more marks or grades, right? So, what would you do to solve your problem? Would you talk to chancellor about your problem? Okay. So now, right now, what is the thing is that you are facing problems in speaking English, and due to which you are getting low grades, right? So you want to solve your problem. So who will you be reporting it to first? Directly to the chancellor. You know who is chancellor? Yeah, they are generally in the top management of the organizations. Okay. So who will you go first? Who will you report it, like immediate report it to? Maybe your class teacher. Okay, then your class teacher will follow. She will go to head of the department. Head of the department will go to head of the school, and then chancellor, vice chancellor, then chancellor, right? So that's basically the hierarchy that is being used, class. So today, now you can understand what we are going to start with today. Something related with the hierarchy. Okay. So let's navigate through UMS and find the person who can solve our problem. Okay. So right now we will not navigate through UMS. Okay. We will just discuss, like we will have an open discussion that what do you think will be able to solve your problem? Would be the chancellor the right person to report? No, we just discussed. Then who will be the right person? Who can you share your problem with? Firstly, your teacher, right? If your teacher is not like able to help you, then head of the department. If the head of the department is not able to help you, then you will go further in the hierarchy. So when I say about the hierarchy, basically what I am talking about is that I am talking about the levels of management. Class, do you know how many levels of management are there? Yes, class. Do you know the levels of management? Okay. Top, middle, lower. Okay, yes. So there are three levels of management, class. Okay, so let us study one by one. You all are correct. So first one is known as the top level of management. Generally, it comprises of whom? Yes, class. Who will be there in the top level management? CEO, board of directors. And if I talk about middle level management, they will be having department heads, right? And if I talk about the lower level management, they will be having supervisor, foreman, workers, all will be at the lower level management, right? And yes, class, who is the one who makes the decision? Top level management or low level management? Right, the top level man. And who executes it? The lower level management. Very good, class. So who takes the major decisions in your family? So now let's discuss about something that you can like relate with, right? Or you might have experience. So whenever there is certain problem at your house, who is that person who is taking the decisions? Okay, your grandfather. Okay, in case your father. Okay, your uncle is taking. So basically, the persons who are taking the decision, they must be given the higher position. They are considered superior, right? Okay. And now tell class who takes major decisions in the company. CEO, right? Board of directors, right? MD, managing director, right? Very good. So now we can conclude that the persons who take decisions, they are at the superior level, so they belong to the top level management, right class? So let us understand the role of CEO with this short video. Okay, I hope that you like identify this lady just from the picture. Okay, now you have read
12 years ago,
okay, can you, yes, that's Indra Noy, right?
we embarked on a journey known as Performance with Purpose. Our vision for delivering top tier financial results while being responsive to the needs of the world around us. From day one, Performance with Purpose has been about the way we make money, not the way we spend it. It's been about the character of our company. Over the last dozen years, we've sought to strike a balance between short term and long term priorities, managing PepsiCo with an eye toward not only the level of returns but also the duration, while embedding sustainability into everything we do. Because our success, the success of the markets we serve, are inextricably linked. I am so proud of the progress reflected in our 2017 sustainability report, from expanding our zero or reduced sugar beverage portfolio to more than doubling the reach of our sustainable farming program and expanding safe water access to nearly 16 million people, to investing in a brighter future for 6.4 million women and girls. What began as an aspiration to create a good company, good ethically and good commercially, is yielding a more lasting impact than
Okay, yes class. So what do you think? What role she is playing in her company, PepsiCo? Firstly, tell me, have you heard of this company, PepsiCo? Yes, that's Pepsi. And it is not just dealing with the soft drinks, it is dealing with the like wide variety of products, from edibles to soft drinks. Then if you, these lays that you eat, they are also under this company, right? So tell me that what is her role in that company? Is she just talking about her organization? No, she's talking about the employees. She's talking about their long term and short term plans. She's talking about the sustainable development, right, class? So it shows the scope of the CEO, like what are the different things that she has to manage. It's not just about the organization, it is representing the organization. So a CEO represents the organization. Okay, for the market it is the picture that can identify the organization for the consumers, right? Okay, yes. So moving further, so when I talk about CEO, so CEO is the senior most executive, okay? And it is the team consisting of managers from different functional levels, right? If we are talking about top level management, so there are executives, okay, who are senior most, and they are managers from different functional levels, welfare and survival organizational goals, okay? It's not just about their own survival but welfare of the society also, they are concerned about that. Even the planning, how to make their company better, how to grow the potential of the employees, okay, they are constantly working on that, preparing strategies for that, okay. So the planning, the brainstorming part is mainly like concerned with the top level management. So when we talk about top level management, we talk about leadership qualities. They are leading, they are the problem solvers, they are involved in a lot of planning, it's time consuming, they have a lot of, they need a lot of self confidence, and they must be multitasking, right? So they must just not be focused on one aspect, but they are focused on each and every aspect of the organization. So what do you think, what is the most crucial thing you can have from a CEO? His or her wealth, or his or her advice that can make you successful and wealthy? You will directly take what financial status she is having right now or he is having, or will you go for the advice to become better and then earn for your own? Yes class, this is a subjective thing. Okay, some really wants to go for the wealth, right? If you're a CEO of Microsoft, definitely you will get a good wealth. Okay. So why advice? Yes, Kunur, why advice? Very good, because that advice will be not just for the temporary, like that financial status would be temporary, but that advice would be for the long term, that will completely change their direction of working, right? So that is the thing that CEO does. Okay, so lessons from Indra Nooyi, that is basically your homework. You can see that what are the three lessons that Indra Nooyi has given to each and every person who is dealing with the management, right? If we would have time in the end, I would definitely show you. Okay, they analyze the business environment and its implications for the survival of the firm. Who are they? Okay, so what they do, they scan the business environment around them, and then they think that what will be the influence, how will we be able to survive in these certain situations. So who is related with these all kind of problem solving? Very good, class. That's the top level management. Okay, okay, I will just show you. Okay. So one lesson you can definitely read from the known for the outstanding never be happy with keeps the brilliant management of a okay, just give me a minute. So first lesson you can definitely learn from the video itself, never be happy with what you know. So learning is, yes class, it's a lifetime process. It's just not for today, it's for lifetime. So you should not just be limited or keep yourself constrained with the things that you know. You should always broaden your horizon. Okay, you should always look for new things to learn. Global living legend. Ranui. Okay, yes, here she comes.
I
Now
was
you will
born in a
learn the
great
three
democracy.
lessons.
I live in another great democracy. Indians are capable of an enormous amount, and I think accelerating investments in infrastructure would be my number one priority. Any CEO has to be big enough, brave enough, bold enough to face critics. And personally, I'm ready for all of these fights.
Okay, yes, class. So what she said, that one thing that every manager or every director should focus on is the infrastructure. If you have a good infrastructure, then definitely your output will be better, right? And next thing is consistency, right? You have to be very consistent in the efforts that you are applying every day. Okay, then only you will be having a distinction from others. Otherwise, everyone is like similar. What makes you different is your efforts, your hard work, right? And nowadays, smart work, right? So nowadays it is a combination of both smart as well as hard work, right? So moving further, class, we have already discussed this question, right? We have discussed. So who are the problem solvers? The top level management is the problem solver. So now there is a very interesting case study in front of you. So you have to imagine yourself as Tenzin, okay? And you are the father of 15-year old girl Hina. So your father, you are basically the father, okay? Your daughter want to go to picnic with her school friends for a day. You know that she can take care of herself, but your father, grandfather of Hina, will not allow her to go out without any elder person. So you know very well that here the grandfather will be the top level management. Okay, will not allow, because he is the decision maker. If he is not allowing her to go, then she can't go. Your daughter is insisting to go, but you can't even argue with your father. What will you do if you were Tenzin? Okay, so you are in a dilemma right now. So you want to help your daughter also, but you somewhere are like resisting that thing. Why you are resisting? Because you know that the grandfather, your father basically, Tenzin father, is very strict. He is very much like rigid about the rules that he has created. So if once he has said not allowing, so what you will do as Tenzin? Yes, class. I want your answers. Take your time and then tell me what will be your action, or what will be your step towards solving the problem of your daughter? Okay, yes, go ahead. Okay, so you will try to talk to the grandfather, right? Okay. What else? Okay. Okay, somehow you will give some gift to Hina and make her comfortable with that and say, okay, you can't go to the picnic, but you can have this. Like you can give, okay, you will give them option. Once you can get this gift or you can go to the picnic. Okay. Okay. Okay, yes, class. So when we talk about the raw material, okay, the raw material of cake is below reserved level, so I should tell this too. Okay, yes. So here when we have talked about this Tenzin story, right, there is one more thing like related with Tenzin. Can you see that if I talk about Tenzin, which level he belongs to? Okay, it could be middle and lower. Let us see what it is. Okay, so before that, answer this question. The raw material of the cake is below reserved level. So I should tell this to whom I should tell this? Should I tell to the shopkeeper, directly to the CEO, or the production manager? I am the employee over there. I can't do anything if I like shopkeeper can't do anything with that regard. He just need to sell it. So who will be concerned with this thing? Very good, the production manager. And when we talk about production manager, or we can take the example of Tenzin, so we are talking about the middle level management, right? So when we talk about middle level management, these are basically the department heads, or we can say department managers, right? So middle level management is generally like the, for example, they have taken an example of production manager. So he will be basically implementing those policies, those plannings, those strategies that have been created by the top level management. Okay, he will be maintaining a cooperation, a peace, harmony in the organization. Okay, because he will be supervising the lower level, cooperating with the other departments. As he is a department head, so there will be many department heads. So he has to cooperate with them, maintain that coordination, right? So this is the work of, or we can say, role of middle level management. Okay, how you can lead from the middle? Yes, class. What do you think? Can you lead from the middle, or only you can lead just from the top level? Okay, generally the answer would be top, but from middle also you can start your like, you will start your leadership qualities from the middle, then only you will be able to reach at the top, right class? Okay, so how you can lead, like, because as you are a department head, so there is a complete department under you, right? So there are so many workers that you have to handle, so you have to handle them. Okay, so if you have to handle them, so you have to lead them. Okay, you have to be the team leader. You have to maintain that integrity, right, among them. Okay, so that's the thing. So now tell class, can you lead from the middle? Yes, yes, definitely. You can start from the middle and then you can reach to the top. Okay, so it always starts from the middle in the case of organization. Okay, and then you become at the top. So leading from the middle, because there are many people who are below you. Okay, if you can see in this chart also, so you are in the middle. Okay, so there are two people under you. You are managing these two people, and there is one more manager with you. Okay, basically the department head. Let it be red one be the production manager, and this would be the sales manager. So sales manager and production manager are also interlinked, but under production manager there are 3 to 4 workers, okay, who are working. And under sales manager also there are 3 to 2 workers that are working, so they have to manage them. Okay, so you, it starts like, what are the various skills that are required to manage? That is that you must be able to communicate properly. Leadership qualities are required, right? You are able to reason it properly, you have that ability of reasoning, okay, you are aware about the circumstances of the workers, then only you can help them, okay, you know their situation well, then only you can help them out. To interpret the policies framed by the top level management is the task of the middle level management. Is it true or false? Yes, class. Do they implement it? Do they interpret the policies? To whom they are interpreting? To the workers. So, do you think they like it is the role of middle level management? Yes, that's true, class. There is one more true and false. To cooperate with other departments for smooth functioning of the organization is the task of low level managers. So, low level managers would be doing this. They will be cooperating with the other departments. The keyword low is here, right, class? So, low basically means the lower one only. So, no, that's false. So, it is middle level managers. Now, class, imagine yourself. Now, there is a very interesting again, there are so many interesting situations in today's class. So imagine yourself sitting on an offline exam. So you're given an offline exam, a teacher is there for you. If you're facing any issue, simultaneously keep an eye on you, so that to ensure that you are not using any unfair means. The teacher is dashed to you. Yes, class, what is teacher doing in this case? You're given an exam, she's watching you, she's observing you, she's instructing you. So what is she? She's an supervisor, or we can say foreman, or we can say instructor. This is such a okay, sorry for the disturbance, class. So it's like that we are talking about that the teacher will be the supervisor over there. So now there is a question in front of you, class, that why the lowest level in the hierarchy, also called supervisory or operational level. We are talking that middle also is having managers, they are also having head of departments, and when we talk about lower level also, they are also having some kind of supervisors, like, so why we are calling those supervisor, why there is a need? Yes, because they are directly related with the unskilled labor, the labor who does not know, okay, they don't have enough knowledge, but they can be directed. So to direct them, to instruct them, what they require? They require a supervisor, and that supervisor will belong to the lower level, right, class? Okay, so why the lowest level in hierarchy? Why it is called? Because if we talk about the first line of management, that is basically the lower level, so there is human is also there, technical information is a lot. So to manage the technical thing, we require supervisors, okay. When we talk about middle level management, the conceptual is again like it's medium, but there are large number of humans to manage, so that it requires leadership, okay, and technical is very less. If I talk about the top level management, conceptual is like huge. Why it is huge? Because it like, requires a lot of brainstorming, right, class? Human are very less, and technical is again very less, okay. So first line management, you understand, is basically the lower level management. There is lot of things to do, and they are being done by the unskilled labor. So you require someone, instructor or a supervisor, to keep an eye on that, like why, like whether they are doing it in a right direction. Okay, if they face any problem, you can direct it to the production manager, right? So that's the hierarchy. Okay, so when I talk about the role of the first line management, that is basically the supervisors interact with the actual workforce, and then they pass on the instructions to the middle management, like they tell the production manager whether it's going right or wrong. Okay, they make sure that the wastage is minimized, okay, and the safety standards are being met, okay. So that's the job of the supervisor. Okay, yes, class. So okay, answer this and then I will show you one more thing. So according to you, which level is the most important level? All of these. Very good, class. I wasn't expected you to directly answer this question, because I was thinking that you will be confused because top level management is doing more. So each and every level is very important, okay. If one of the level is not working properly, it will impact the whole level. So now you understand top level management includes the executives, right? the planning makers, right? The middle level management includes the department heads, production managers. Lower level includes the foreman and the supervisors. So I hope now you are clear with the hierarchy very nicely, that the worker will report to the foreman will report to the manager will report to the executive, right? So this is the hierarchy that we have to follow. Okay, yes, class. So now you have to differentiate between top level management, middle level management, and operational level. So top level is also known as, yes, class, policy makers, right? The middle level is also known as operational, or what we can say, yes, class. Okay, so this is your homework. You have to know the other name of the top level management, middle level management, and operational level. What are the skills required in the top level? That requires lot of reasoning. Okay, problem solving abilities are being required. In middle level, leadership is required. For operational, supervision is required. What are the tasks they do? Top level, they plan, they create policies. Middle level, they implement those policies. And operational level, they reduce the wastages, right, class? Top level is placed on the top of the hierarchy. Middle level, middle. Operational, lower. Very good, class. So now you have to fill in the blanks. Foremen and the supervisors comprise dash in the hierarchy of the organization. Yes, the lower level. Okay, yes, class, let's recapitulate. So what we have done today. Yes, so we have studied about the levels of management, right? So there are how many levels of management, class? Three levels of management: top, middle, and lower, right? So top includes who? Executives, planners, right? Policymakers. And middle includes production manager, sales manager, and supervisors are lower level. Very good. So now you have to answer these questions, class. So you have to describe me what is the importance of operational level managers. Then you have to identify that what is the role of the top level management. Then appraise how middle level managers lead from middle. Last one, design role and responsibility of different management levels, right? So you have to write all these answers in the comment box. You can write now also. I am giving you the time. Okay, so I'm giving you 30 seconds to write that what are the different levels. Okay, and then you have to write who are there in those levels. And yes, class, if I say that executives are in the lower level, am I saying right? Is this statement true? No, executives are top level, right? Okay, the lower level implements the plans, or we can say the policies. So is this statement true? No, because who implements the plan? Middle level management, right? So, yes, class, this is your homework. This is basically a case study of three friends. They are working in the same company, but they are on the different like designations. So, what you have to do, you have to identify this case properly, and then you have to identify that what are the different levels of management they are belonging to. Okay, so there are certain features of each and everyone. Their role has been described clearly. Like Ankit, for example, for Ankit, these days I am having a lot of problems motivating the people at the shop floor. I have decided to purchase two new machines. I know I have to set an example by being the best leader. So now from this thing, you have to identify he is working on top, middle, or lower level. I hope that you have enjoyed today's. And there is one more thing. One more thing is that you have to again differentiate between the levels. Okay, top level management, middle, and lower on the basis of designation, name of the person, and functions. And where you have to show this distinction in your school or in your family also you can show it. In family it will be difficult, but like, yes, yes. Basically, I have written it like you can create your own company, but I think that will be very difficult for you right now. So you can take that company as your school. So you can create the levels in the school and give them the designations, name of the first persons, and write the functions, right, class? So yes, class, I hope that you have enjoyed today's class. I really enjoyed teaching you the levels of management. Okay, thank you so much, class. Any doubts? You can write in the comment box also. I will be seeing to that.